Welcome back, YouTube. Yet another person building an airplane. This is the build of the vertical stabilizer for the Van's RV-14. I've got starting with the front spar, match drilling some holes with a doubler plate that they give you. There's a hole in the table, yes, that's the trash can sits under there, and I brush all my aluminum shavings right into that. Just so happens the piece of wood that I wanted to use had a hole in it. I said, I'm going to use that for a trash receptacle. Perfect. So so they have me cut a piece off, and then the next step says, hey, deburr, dimple, and rivet it together. And I said, ah, crap. I don't want to rivet it together. I want to prime this part. So I didn't do that, but here comes the dimpling, and I did say in an earlier video that I would explain what dimpling is, and it's sort of forming skin to fit a flush rivet, which is sort of like a triangle shaped head on it. So here it comes. We'll slow-mo look at what a dimple looks like. So that's it. They're inset on one side and outies on the other side. Let me go back and sort of reassemble this. Oh, nope, not going to assemble it. Want to prime it, so we'll go on to the next step. Then we look at the attach brackets. So those are some nice steel powder-coated brackets that they provide for the rudder to attach to the vertical stabilizer. That was the rear spar. This is the rear spar doubler. We're going in super speed now because we're doing some deburr type operations. And also looks like some, I think I have to do some match drilling on here too. Yes, I do. So you final drill some of these, and then you match drill a couple of holes into the doubler plate and the rear spar. I'm sorry, you use the rear spar as a guide to match drill some. That's it. And we use the straight flute reamer to final drill all the other places. And we get through and do all of the little holes in each of the attach brackets. And then you mark them to say, hey, don't use these somewhere else, dummy. Only use them in the place where you drilled through. Otherwise, they're not going to fit properly. And we sort of assemble the skeleton because the next step has us sort of pre-fit the skin to the skeleton because we need to shape the nose ribs in order for them to fit under the skin. So I go upstairs, grab the skin, and trying to fit it, and I'm like sort of messing with it, and it barely fits. Like, oh, you dummy. You've got the blue on the inside still. Of course, it's not going to fit very well. So you go through back and forth and take the nose ribs off, and I believe I take the skin, the glue off the inside of the skin as well, because I need to. So we go through, we shape these, sort of pull back the material from the front so that the flange can bend in to the skin. And then you sort of go back and forth with that until you can fit it really nicely. Then we flute those ribs to make sure that they are nice and flat and the holes all align with one another. Flute, deburr, flute, deburr. Metal prep is the majority of the time of building the metal airframe of an airplane. Just kind of how it goes. Yep, this is just a lot of fluting and deburring, so we'll leave it here, and next time we probably start with some deburring, but we might get into some skeleton assembly and final drilling of the skins.